Happy July 1st, everybody, and happy birthday for everybody here on the 4th of July coming back, showing up in September. I mean July 4th coming up in just a couple of days. Excuse me, everyone. Sorry about that. But yeah, it looks like we're having this is going to be a very, very unique week. Very strange, very weird. We got a half a day on Wednesday, market closed on Thursday, and everybody's going to be gone on Friday. So it's going to be pretty exciting going on to the early on, but we got a couple of really nice moves. Good to see you, Samuel. Thanks, everybody. The CSLR is doing fabulous. Look at this stock. What a nice run. So far, 8 o'clock this morning. For everyone here that logged in early, probably did really, really well on it. We'll talk a little bit about it. Stock went from $1.50 up to $2. Really, really nice move right now. Still looking strong. Testing that resistance levels back at the end of May, but we'll check that out in a little bit. But before we do that, like we always do, a couple of quick little announcements. Don't forget, we got the Wealth 365 event that's coming up. You got classes, phase 2 that's starting today at 10:30 and 3 o'clock. So if you are registered, if you're not registered yet, make sure you are, because listen, you got to learn before you can earn. But there's definitely a lot of classes going on. We got phase 3 that's going on this week, so it is going to be a busy week. We like to keep doing most of our classes on the slower times, and we always like to keep you guys very active in the trading room when the market's at the most volatile times. But let's go talk about what happened last week. There were a couple of very interesting stocks that did move. First of all, we had the stock that's moving again this morning, actually. The stock 9 stock. This stock was a really, really nice mover. On Friday, you could see it from here. The stock went from $14, shot up to $24, and she's moving up again this morning. We're going to put that and check that out on the watch list. But 9NNE was a really nice mover, and it made it again. So we're going to check. We're going to keep an eye on that one too. Another stock that moved pretty nice. The CM. The big one was actually Nike. Okay, did Nike ever come back? NKE. Nike never came back. Nike never came back. Listen, earnings announcements is just as bad as an FDA approval or not getting FDA approval. We know when we look at pharmaceutical stocks and they don't get FDA approval, it destroys the company. And they don't come back. Earnings, same thing. Earnings are really what drive and what to make the value of the company. That's usually the P ratio and the book value of it. So Nike still, we could put it on the watch just a little bit. I know it's got some support levels right around. If we go back 2 years, I think I showed you this. Last week. I got to go all the way back to 2020 to find some support levels of COVID days. So really wasn't the biggest runner up. It did go all the way down to 50 up to about 180, but that's a pretty big drop from where it's at. So anyway, Nike fans, not a Nike fan, it's irrelevant. Listen, that's what ends up happening when you deal with some of these stocks, right? You just got to know how to play. You got to just be more of a day trader, and it's got to be very, very conservative and get caught holding on the bag on certain ones. Another ones. It was a big pop and drop was CMND. That one was really nice. Went from $1.40 up to $2.20, and it did work all the way till 10 o'clock and came back down. That was pretty good. Very cheap little stock. Lyft. Also, what a nice move on that Lyft. So Lyft had a really nice move early in the morning from 13 to about 14.25, and she's holding here pretty strong. So another decent move for a Friday. Overall, listen, we know how Fridays pan out. Fridays eventually do get quietly, especially going into the heart of this, the summer season. And you know what? That's what we got to just be a little cautious on. Now, a couple of good swing trades also doing pretty well. The Eli Lilly, just wait until to break the 1,000. Hopefully make that announcement soon of maybe a stock split on that. Amazon doing pretty well. Did back off a little bit, but Amazon did test that 200 kryptonite. By the way, did you guys watch that video I did on Amazon? I did that quick little shorts. Hopefully everybody's been watching it and seeing those shorts I've done. But Amazon's got that huge iceberg order at 200. And last week, I think it was I did a double video on. I did the one showing it happen about 3 days ago, and I showed what happened again. So yeah, listen, I'm holding it as a long-term trade, but let me tell you, it could be another NVIDIA if it gets past there. So we'll keep a close eye on that one. So those are all doing pretty decent. And what else? Oh, what else is moving this morning too? We got the Tesla that's moving pretty good. So Tesla, we bumped into that, doing a little bit of swing trade on that one. And for everybody here that can't afford to trade a $200 stock, or maybe want to trade something that trades 2 times faster, that ETF, that's the one I'm actually, and I'm in TSLL. So that was moving pretty good. We just got to be careful. We got to be ready for this big resistance levels right around here. What is that? 970. Yeah, right around the $10. You could see it got there on Friday, and it did back off pretty hard. That is a pretty substantial drop from 1970 down to about 890. It's almost $1 drop for something like that. So, but anyway, we'll see if it gets past that. Anyway, let's go back to see what's going on this morning. So we got this stock right here, this CSLR. We're gonna hop over here and look at level 4 and see what's going on. Okay, there was a big iceberg order that was there around 220. He did get filled. Okay, you could see him right there. He did get filled right there. And by that getting filled right there, that's not a bad move. I'm not seeing any orders out there after that. We're getting a lot of green little balls right there. The bigger the ball, the more transactions that are happening on the offer, the better it is. Cheap, inexpensive, number one on our top list. And listen, the market's not open, so it could still go higher. So always keep them, be be aware of that. That's the stock is done. The stock's not going anywhere. 9 is the stock that I just threw back on the watch list. Now, remember, this stock is a little fast, okay? It's a little volatile. A lot of you remember we traded this back in the middle of June. It was at $8, ran to 35. Listen, something that moves that big means it's very, very volatile. Be very careful. This stock didn't do anything. It was garbage. This one's moving up pretty decently this morning. Spread's kind of ugly, small tier sizes. What else I had over here? Yeah, I didn't find anything in the most active. I did find a couple of other stocks, though. Let me see. I had this one. Did it die, this one over here? MHUA. Yeah, I mean, this stock was a $45 stock. Maybe not. Sava, I found that one, too. That one's moving up. That one got crushed. So Sava, you could see here from Friday. I forgot to mention this one. This was also a good stock with a dead cat bounce. Went from 1870 all the way down to $8 and did come back. And now it's back down again. So we know that $8 is a big support level. There is a 21,000 share buyer right now, right around $9. So that one's not bad. We could get a good dead cat bounce on that one. And you could see like $9 is right around from Friday's support level. So Sava, patience. That's how we're going to trade that one. Patience, patience, patience. This one's down because it had a big rally on Friday. I know a lot of you were talking about Chewy this morning. So Chewy's up pretty big. And then we all know that was another Roaring Kitty rally. That was another stock from last week. That was on Thursday. Remember, it ran from 28 up to about almost 40 and came back down. But Chewy, I was looking at this one too. I mean, you have some support levels here at 30. You can see it right here. Buyers did show up. You got some program trading between 32 and 33. It is on a little bit of a fast move. You can see there's 33, the resistance levels there. $30. A couple of orders. You had a couple of ladders that kicked in right around the 30. So Chewy could be a fun stock, but just remember, fellow traders, this stock is not a category 1. This is like in the 3 category. It does get pretty volatile. What else I had here? BW was another one. Is that one moving again? It's the biggest percentage gain on the New York Stock Exchange. A lot of buyers from $1.60, $1.64. A lot of orders out here. Not really seeing any big sellers out there. So it looks like it's holding here pretty strong. If you can get past this $2 price range, we might have a little push. Listen, if this wasn't the summer, I would not have this stock on the list. And then GameStop is already making a big losers list. We know why that's down. Boyle, Boyle's got support levels coming up. All right, so here's another stock. It's a little bit more of a swing trade. It's not more of an easy day trade. Sometimes it does move early in the morning. We've traded the stock before, but Boyle took a very, very big hit. It's got a beautiful range that it trades. You could see it's got a lot of support levels right around here, just above 15, all the way down to about 12. And you could see that This is a stock. This is not like an investment. Okay. This stock right here, you have to like do short-term swing trading on it. So Boyle, let's put it on the watch list. All right. That one's not bad. All right. Anything I'm missing I did not call out? Anything else? Just keep listen. The CLSR is probably the only one that's really moving as of right now in pre-market. But we all know when the market opens up, we will get a whole new list of stocks. We will spit it out there. By the way, if you're watching on social media, on the top left-hand corner, if you do want to join our professional trading room that we run all day, just scan that QR code and we'll be able to get you in there. You'd be happy to join us. All right. So I'll give you guys a heads up. But that pretty much does it. I think I have anything else that really want to be out there. Just be very careful today. Things I'm anticipating, it's going to slow down definitely Wednesday, especially being a half a day. But please don't neglect it. If you're not doing anything, be here. Sometimes those days do work out pretty well because you might get something that has to move. And because everybody's away, market makers put their assistants in and things don't get as crazy as they go. And you won't get as many nasty shakes on certain stocks. So if you're around, please stick around and be here. And if you're logged into the alert service that we do have, just look out for, just keep an eye on it. All right, guys, good luck today. Happy trading. We'll see you in about 15 minutes when the market opens up. Everyone on social media, like I said, grab your phone, scan that QR code if you want to join our professional trading room. We're here all day, all right? See you later. We'll see you in about 15 minutes. When the market opens up. Happy trading, everyone, and welcome back.